Hey guys, welcome back to Cooking with Jen Munoz. Today we will be making Chile rellenos requested by Joanna. Here we go. In a saucepan, we are going to go ahead and add some oil so we can saute our onions and tomato along with our salt and pepper to taste. In the back, you can see that I am already roasting my poblano peppers that have been rinsed off on a cast iron. Once your onions have become translucent, we can go ahead and add our tomatoes. Remember, these onions and tomatoes are going to go into your filling of your poblano peppers. Make sure you are churning your poblano peppers, making sure they are getting roasted on every side. That is important so that way the skin can peel off evenly. Now we will go ahead and mix. Now we will keep on turning our poblanos, making sure they are not burning. Now that our filling is done, we will put it into another bowl and set it to a side until we will need it. We will keep roasting our poblano peppers. Once our poblano peppers are all roasted, we will go ahead and put them in a bowl to a side, covering them up with aluminum foil. We will let them rest for about 10 to 15 minutes. That way, the skin will be easily removed. Make sure you completely cover every edge of your bowl. Now that we are done covering our poblano peppers, we will go ahead and grab our 2 eggs and separate the yolk from the whites. Please make sure that you do not throw away your yolks. You will need them later in this recipe. Let's go ahead and do the next egg. Be very gentle to not break the yolk inside the egg whites. Just a reminder, this dish is a very delicate dish and it does require some patience. So patience is key when doing all of these steps. Now in a bowl, we will start whisking up our egg whites, making it into a foam. So you will need a bowl and tilt it to the side and just whisk. Your arms may become very tired. You can take some breaks in between. If you also have a mixer, you can use that as well and medium-high. It will be a lot quicker. I don't have a mixer, so I do it all manually. So here we go. You can take as many breaks as you may need, but this is a very hard-working skill. You're almost there, don't give up. Just a few more wisps. You see how it's getting to that foamy look? That's what you want. Okay, once we are done whisking this up, we're gonna go ahead and add our 2 yolks and we're gonna mix them in. I totally forgot to video record this. And make sure that you add some flour in there, about a tablespoon. And just kind of mix it gently, making sure that your foam does not break. Remember, patience and gentleness is key with this recipe. Your egg white mixture should be a foamy, airy type of mixture that you will use to coat your poblano peppers with. Now, after 10-15 minutes, we'll go ahead and uncover our poblano peppers. And we will start removing the skin off of it, making sure we are gentle that we don't rip our poblano pepper. We'll go ahead and do this to both of our peppers. Once both of our peppers are set, we will go ahead and make a slit in it and start cleaning out all the seeds. You can rinse it out inside of the sink if you like, or you can just try to remove as many as you can. Remember, you have to be gentle, if not they will rip. If you feel the poblano pepper is still too hot or warm for you, you can use a spoon. I like using my hands and just putting it under the water. Okay, you're gonna be very gentle, and whoops, you see, I already ripped my poblano pepper. Did you see that? You gotta be very careful with these. I split it down here on the bottom, and that makes it a challenge when you are going to fry. So please be very careful. That is a rookie mistake, and it's okay. It will work out just fine. Now in a bowl, we will put some flour on the bottom from the flour that we have collected so we can coat our poblano peppers. Now we will go ahead and stuff our poblano peppers. I'm gonna put in the fillings that I chose and that I cooked earlier. You can stuff your poblano peppers with any kind of meat or beans or anything you like, any types of cheeses. It all tastes wonderful. Just be very careful not to rip your poblano peppers. Now let's stuff these babies up. It smells so good in here already, just with stuffing them in. Now let's go ahead and put our cheese in there. You can put as much cheese as you'd like. There's no measurement specific. If you like more cheese, you can put more cheese. If you like more onions and tomatoes, you can put more onions and tomatoes. If you like just cheese and chicken or cheese and beef or whatever you want. All right, here we go. We're gonna go ahead and finish coating our poblano peppers, and our oil has been on high heat so that way our poblano peppers can fry. We're gonna go ahead and dip our poblano peppers after we have coated them with the flour into the egg white yolk mixture, and make sure you cover every inch of your poblano pepper. I know it gets a little tricky, so just be gentle and be a little bit patient. And be very careful placing it in. You don't want your oil to splatter out at you. Make sure you rinse your hands after touching that poblano pepper with that yolk mixture. You wouldn't want to do any cross-contamination. Make sure you are moving around your oil, trying to cover up every edge. And be very careful when you are turning over your poblano pepper. Your poblano pepper should look slightly brown on the bottom, like an egg would if you are frying it. Careful, turn it around and let it sit on the other side. Remember, patience is key, and just be very careful when you are putting that oil over that pepper. You are doing great. Chile rellenos are almost done. This is your last step. Here we go. We're about to take this one out. Be very careful. Let the oil may be hot still on the poblano pepper. Look at that. I think we could have done just a little bit better with covering it up with that egg white yolk mixture, but it's okay. We're gonna go ahead and start doing our next poblano pepper. Remember, this is the one that ripped on me, so just be very gentle. If that happens to you, all you need to do is just take your time and be very gentle and have patience. And we are gently going to move it over to our skillet. Now our oil is nice and hot, and as you can see, it's starting to fry right away. Make sure to rinse off your hands, don't cross-contaminate, and throw the rest of that mixture into the sink and rinse off your bowl. You don't want to cross-contaminate any of your food. Now we're going to go ahead and flip, and look at that beautiful color on that poblano pepper. We're going to make sure we're getting all those sides and finish cooking it off. You guys are doing great. Look at that. This only takes a few seconds for it to cook, so make sure you don't overcook it. Make sure you're checking all of your sides, making sure it's golden brown but not burned. Let's go ahead and plate it. Yeah, you did it. Look at that. I cut into it. It looks so yummy. I want to give a special thanks to Joanna for requesting the Chile rellenos recipe. There you go. Now we're going to go ahead and taste test. Here we go. It's nice and hot, so be careful. Oh my goodness, it is so delicious. You can taste all the tomatoes and the onions and the chile relleno. Oh my goodness, I did a really good job. I hope y'all enjoy this recipe. Come back for another recipe soon. Cooking with Jen Munoz. Thank you.